One of the best jobs I ever had was when I was working at Best Buy in Upland, California. Now, it wasn't the best job because I loved working at Best Buy and selling cell phones. No, that's not the reason why it was one of the best jobs I ever had. One of the reasons that was one of the best jobs I've ever had is because there was so much downtime at work. And I remember watching the other employees, my co-workers, they would always be bored. They would always be looking at the clock, just waiting for class, or I'm sorry, those are some of my classmates. Some of my classmates would just wait for class to end. Anyways, some of my co-workers would be waiting for work to end. And downtime is a great thing. Don't ever be in a situation at work or at school when you're just waiting for the day to end. If you're just waiting for the day to end, you're just waiting for your life to end. That's pathetic, that's sad, that's not a good use of your time. So anyways, one of the best reasons why it was one of the best jobs I've ever had is because I was able to study there. So I would sell cell phones on Friday, Saturday, Sunday for 8 hours a day. That's 32 hours. And during those 32 hours, I would seriously only have to work about 2 hours. So I'd only have to work 6 hours out of the 32 hours, and that would leave me with 20, how much is that? 32 minus 6, that'd leave me with 26 hours of downtime. Okay, no one really bought cell phones back then. I was just standing there watching the booth for Sprint, Verizon, T-Mobile, Nokia, selling Nokia phones, whatever. So anyways, I'd have 26 hours of downtime and I was able to study. Now check this out. I would always do better if I went to work and studied and had a test on Monday versus if I had all of Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to study and then take a test on Monday. I would always do better if I had to go to work. The reason I would always do better if I had to go to work was because there was nothing else for me to do there at work. Okay, I'd have all this downtime, so I would study. Okay, but if you left me alone on Friday, Saturday, Sunday at home, I'd find all other kinds of things to do to entertain myself, and I would never get around to studying. So if you're working at a job you hate and there's a lot of downtime, you better be cracking the books. I mean, think of it. You're getting paid to study. I would see security guards, okay? Just look around at security guards. They're just standing and sitting there in the booth all day doing nothing. They're just looking around doing nothing. They could be memorizing things. Okay, so I'm getting into stand-up comedy, and I love stand-up comedy. And, you know, you have to memorize your bit. So now I'm memorizing it on my time when I'm home. But if I could be a security guard, I'd be memorizing it while I was just sitting in a booth guarding an empty parking lot. If you have a job that is that you hate because there's too much downtime and you're not doing anything, use that time to benefit your life. Okay, you can use that time to study, to memorize, to learn a new skill. There is no such thing as downtime. Okay, all right, subscribe.